Alison took them into town to see a movie. Kathleen said, I am going to pick them up. Henry lifted the gas mask off her neck, fitted it around her neck. He unburdened herself, undid the clasp of her glove. Better take this out, he said. Better take your clothes off. I think they are haunted. You know what would make a great painter? Can't believe no one had done this in yellow stick. What odd thing is scanty, Kathleen said. She sounded like Darth Vader, maybe on purpose. And Henry thought it was sexy. Darth Vader, with his child. She put her hand against his chest and throat. So, not too hard, but harder than she knew. It turned out that painting had given her some serious muscle. That will be a good thing when she has another kid to fall on. Yellow sticky, that's it. Forget King Scanty, Henry said. King Scanty is a terrible name for a painter. Kathleen was painting Queen's room, lavender fist. It was going to be a surprise, but that he saw it. She burst into tears. Why can't you just leave it alone, she said. I liked it the way it was. I thought you liked her. Kathleen said, astounded. She took off her mask, gas mask. I hate purple, he said, and I hate you. You are so bad. Even Carleton thinks so. Kathleen said, Sheila, I'm pregnant, remember. That's what you think, he said. She went out of the room and across the hall. There were crashing noises, the sounds of things breaking. Kathleen said. She stood in the middle of Carleton's room. All around her lay broken night lights, lamps, broken light bulbs. The carpet was dusted in glass. Tilly's feet were bare and Kathy looked up. Realized that she was not being seen either. Don't move, please, Tilly, she said. They were haunted, Tilly said, and began to cry. So how come your dad's never home? Alison said. I don't know, Carleton said. Guess what? Tilly broke all my nightmares. Yeah, Alison said. You must be pretty mad. No, it's good that she did. Carleton said, explaining they are haunted. He did not want you to be afraid, but are not you afraid of the dark? Alison said. He said I should not. Carleton said. She said the rabbits stay awake all night, that they make sure everything is okay. Even when it's dark, he slept outside once and the rabbits protected him. So you are going to stay with us this weekend, Alison said. Yes, Carleton said. But your dad is not coming, Alison said. No, Carleton said. I don't know. Want to go higher? Alison said. She pushed the swing and sent me so. And when Henry puts his hand against the wall in the living room, it drifts a little, as if the wall is clammy. The paint under the paint is big. He walks around the house, running his hands along the walls. Kathleen has been painting a mural in the forest. She has painted trees and trees and trees. Golden trees with brown leaves and green leaves and red leaves and red trees with purple leaves and yellow leaves and pink leaves. She has even painted some leaves on the wooden floor as if the trees are dropping down. Kathleen, he said, you have got to stop painting the damn walls. The rooms are getting smaller. Nobody says anything else. Kathleen and Jean and Carleton are not moving. It's the first time Henry has spent the night alone in his house. He can't sleep. There was no Carleton to touch. Henry throws out all of Kathleen's paintings. But when Kathleen gets home, she will just buy new ones. He sleeps on the couch and during the night someone comes and stands and watches him sleep. Then he wakes up and remembers that he is not there. The rabbits watch the house all night long. It's their job. He is talking to the rabbits. It's cold outside and she has lost her brains. What's your name, Susan? Oh, you beauty, you beauty. She is on her hands and knees. Harrigan watches from this side of the room. Can I come over, Susan? Can I please come over? He knows me. He gets down on her hands and knees, moving even closer to the rabbits. There are three of them. One of them almost close enough to touch. If she moved her hand slowly, maybe she could grab it by the ears. Maybe she can catch it and bring it to look inside. We need a pet rabbit. Instantly is fine. He spends most of his time outside. Her parents keep their bedroom doors out so that he instantly can't get him. Big rabbit, he says. Just stay. The rabbits break their wings. Carleton begins to sing a song Alison has taught. A speaking song. Carleton is such a friend. He puts out her hand. There is something tangled around the rabbit's neck, like a piece of string or a leaf. She begins close, holding out her hand. Sisters and friends hardly believe her eyes. There is a person, a little man sitting behind the rabbit's head, holding onto the rabbit's skirt and the piece of the string with one hand. His other hand is cocked down. He is going to closer. He is looking right at her. His hand flies forward and something hits her hand. She pulls her hand down and down. Hey, she says, and she crosses over her side and watches the rabbit's face screaming. Hey, you, come back. Carleton ends. He is frantic. What are you doing? Why don't you let me come in? She closes her eyes. Just for a second. Shut it, Carleton. Just shut. Her hand is falling and she lies down. Holds her hand up to her face. Shut. When she wakes up, Carleton is sitting beside her. What are you doing on my side? She says. And he says, what are you doing? He says. He walks back and forth on his knees. Why did you fall over? None of your business, she said. She can't remember what she was doing. Nothing looks fine. Stacy Carleton. What's wrong with you? Nothing wrong with you, Carleton says. But something is wrong. She studies his face and begins to face it until she has been eaten down. Those sneaky rabbits, they had been distracting her and now, while she was not paying attention, Carleton's become haunted. Oh yes it is. He says. Her getting to the office, her getting her hand hurts, getting and the instant. She is not the one to do it. This is her mother's fault, her father's fault. It's Carleton's fault. How could he have let this happen? You just don't know it's wrong. I'm going to tell you. Haunted Carleton is still a Carleton. Who can be bossed around? Don't tell, he does. He pretends to think about this. Although she is already made up her mind. Because what can she say? Either her mother will notice that something is wrong or else she won't. Better to wait and see. Just stay away from me, she tells Carleton. You give me the keys. Carleton begins to cry, but he is fine. He turns around, walks slowly back to his half of the yard, still crying for the rest of the afternoon. He sits beneath the other bush at the edge of his side of the yard and cries. It gives Amy the feels. Her hands crossed. There's something like stamina. The rabbits are all happy in the He is currently has gone hunting. What's up with Carleton? And he said, coming down the stairs. He could not stop yawning. It was not that he was tired. Although he was tired, he had not given Carleton a good night kiss just in case it turned out to be turned. He was coming down with a hand. He did not want Carlton to catch it, but it could look like Carlton was already coming down with his knee. Somewhere, Catherine's run train saddles were balanced across
Catherine shrugged. Paint samples were balanced across her stomach like she had been playing solitaire all weekend long. Away from the house, she had thought about repainting. She had never painted a haunted room before. Maybe if you fix the paint with a little bit of holy water. She was not sure. She was not sure. What was holy water anyway? Could you buy it? Tilly's being mean to it. She said, I wish they would make some friends out here. He keeps talking about the new baby, about how he will take care of it. He says it can sleep in his room. I have been trying to explain babies to him about how all they do is sleep and eat and cry and get bigger. Henry said. That too, Catherine said. So did he go to sleep okay? Eventually Henry said, he is just acting really weird. How is that different from usual? Tilly finished with her homework. I don't know, Henry said. You know, just weird, different weird. Maybe he is going through a weird spell. Tilly wanted me to help her with her math, but I could not get it to come out right. I cleared it out. So what's up with my office? I cleared it out. Catherine said Allison and Liz came over and helped. I told them we were going to redecorate. Why is it that we are the only ones who notice everything is fucking haunted around here? So where did you put my stuff? Henry said. What's up? You are not working here now, Catherine pointed out. She did not sound angry, just tired. Besides, it's all haunted, right? So I took your computer into the shop so they could have a look at it. I don't know, maybe they can unhaunt it. Well, Henry said, okay, is that what you told them? It's haunted. Don't be ridiculous, Catherine said. She discarded a paint strip. Too lemonade. So I heard about the bomb scare on the radio. Yeah, Henry said. The subways were full of kids with crew cuts and machine guns. And they evacuated our buildings for about an hour. We all went and stood outside, holding onto our laptops like idiots, just in case the crocodile carried out her rubber band bomb, which must weigh about 30 pounds. It kind of freaked people out, even the fireman. I thought the bomb squad was going to blow it up. So tell me about your weekend. Tell me about yours. Catherine said. You know, Henry said, those friends are assholes, but they don't know they are assholes, so it's almost okay. You just have to feel sorry for them. They don't get it. You have to explain how to have fun, and then they get anxious. So they drink a lot, and so you have to drink too. Even the crocodile got drunk. She did this weird wiggly dance to a P.T. Seeger song. So what's their place like? It's nice, Catherine said. You know, really nice. So you had a good weekend. Carleton and Tilly had a good time. It was really nice, Catherine said. No, really, it was good. I had a fucking great time. So you are sure you can make it home for dinner on Thursday? It was not a question. Carleton looks like he might be coming down with something. Henry said, here, do you think I feel hot? Or is it cold in here? Catherine said, you are fine. It's going to be Liz and Marcus and some of the women from from the book group and their husband. And what's her name? The real estate agent. I invited her too. Did you know she has written a book? I was going to do that. I'm getting a new dishwasher tomorrow. No more paper clothes. And the lawn care specialist is coming on Monday to take care of the rabbits. I thought I had dropped off King Spanky at the vet. Take Tilly and Carleton back to the city. Stay with Lucy for 2 or 3 days. Did you know she tried to find this place and got lost? She is supposed to come up for dinner too, just in case the poison does not go away right away. You know, or in case we end up with piles of dead rabbits on the lawn. Your job is to make sure that they are not dead. There are no dead rabbits. When I bring Tilly and Carleton back, I guess I can do that. Henry said. You did better. Catherine said. She stood up with some difficulty, came and leaned over his chair. Her stomach bumped into his shoulder. Her breath was hot. Her hands were full of strips of color. Sometimes I wish that instead of working for the crocodile, you were having an affair with her. I mean that way you did come home when you are supposed to. You would not want me to be suspicious. I don't have any time to have affairs, Henry said. He sounded put out. Maybe he was thinking about Leonard Felton. Or maybe he was picturing the crocodile neck. The crocodile wearing stretchy red rubber sex gear. Catherine imagined telling Henry the truth about Leonard Felton. I did not have an affair. Did not. I made it up. Is that a problem? That's exactly what I mean, Catherine said. You had better be here for dinner. You live here, Henry. You are my husband. I want you to meet our friends. I want you to be here. When I have this baby, I want you to fix what's wrong with the downstairs bathroom. I want you to talk to Tilly. She is having a rough time. She won't talk to me about it. Tilly is fine, Henry said. We had a long talk tonight. She said she is sorry she broke all of Carleton's night rides. I like the trees, by the way. You are not going to paint over them, are you? I had all this leftover paint, Catherine said. I was getting tired of just slapping paint on with the rollers. I wanted to do something fancy. You could paint some trees in my office. When you paint my office. Maybe, Catherine said. Oof, this baby won't stop kicking me. She lay down on the floor in front of Henry and lifted her feet into his lap. Rub my feet. I have still got so much fucking paint. But once your office is done, I am done with the painting. Tilly told me to stop it or else. She keeps hiding my gas mask. Will you be here for dinner? I will be here for dinner, Henry said, rubbing her feet. He really meant it. He was thinking about the exterminator, about rabbit corpses scattered all across the lawn, like a barroom. Poor rabbits. What a mess. After they went to see the therapist, after they went to Yosemite and come home again, Henry said to Catherine, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it ever again. Can we not talk about it? Talk about it. About what? Catherine said. But she had almost been sorry. It had been so much work. She did had to invent so many details that eventually it began to seem as if she had not made it up after all. It was too strange, too confusing to pretend it had never happened when after all it had never happened. Catherine is dressing for dinner. When she looks in a mirror, she is as big as a cruise ship, a water tower. She does not look like herself at all. The baby kicks her right under the ribs. Stop that, she said. She is sure the baby is going to be a girl. Tilly won't be bruised. Tilly has been extra good all day. She had made the salad. She set the table. She put on a nice dress. Tilly is hiding from Carleton under table in the foyer. If Carleton finds her, he will scream. Carleton is haunted and nobody has noticed. Nobody cares except Tilly. Tilly says names for the baby under her breath. Dollar, sample, custard knockout. The rabbits are out on the lawn, and King Spanky has gotten into the bed again, and he won't come out, not for a million haunted alarm clocks. Her mother has painted trees all along the wall under the staircase. They don't look like real trees. They are not real colors. It does not look like Central Park at all. In among the trees, her mother has painted a little door. It is not a real door, except that when T goes over to look at it, it is real. There is a doorknob, and when T turns it, the door opens. Underneath the stairs, there is another set of stairs, little dirt stairs, going down. On the third stair, there is a rabbit sitting there, looking up at T. It hops down one step and then another. Rumpled, still skinny. T says to the rabbit, lipstick. Catherine goes to the closet to get out Henry's pink shirt. What's the name of that real estate agent? Why can't she ever remember? She lays the shirt on a bed and then stands there for a stunt. It's too much. The pink shirt is haunted. She pulls out all of Henry's suit, his shirts, his ties, all haunted. Every fucking thing is haunted. Even the fucking shoes. When she pulls out the drawers, socks, underwear, handkerchief, everything, it's all spoiled, all haunted. Henry does not have a thing to wear. She goes downstairs, gets trash bags, and goes back upstairs again. She begins to dump clothes into the trash bags. She can see Carleton framed in the bedroom window. He is chasing the rabbits with a stick. She hoists open the window, leans out as, stay away from those fucking rabbits. Carleton, do you hear me? She does not recognize her own voice. Tilly is running around downstairs somewhere. She is ailing too, but her voice gets farther and farther away, fainter and fainter. She is ailing hairbrush, Japanese, torpedo, marmalade. The doorbell rings. The crocodile started laughing. Okay, Henry, calm down. He fired off another rubber band. I mean it, he said. I'm late, I will be late. She is going to kill me. Tell her it's my fault, the crocodile said. So they started dinner without you. Big deal. I tried calling, Henry said. Nobody answered. He had an idea that the phone was haunted now. That's why Catherine was not answering. They had have to get a new phone. Maybe the lawn specialist would know a house specialist. Maybe somebody could do something about this. I should go home, he said. I should go home right now. But he did not get up. I think we have gotten ourselves into a mess. Me and Catherine, I don't think things are good right now. Tell someone who cares. The crocodile suggested. She wiped at her eyes. Get out of here. Go catch your train. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday. So Henry goes home. He has to go home, but of course he is late. It's too late. The train is haunted. The closer they get to his station, the more haunted the train stuff gets. None of other passengers seem to notice, and of course his bike turns out to be haunted too. He leaves it at the station and he walks home in the dark, down the bike path. Something follows him home. Maybe it's King Spanky. Here's the yard and here's his house. He loves his house, how it's all lit up. You can see right through the windows. You can see the living room, which Catherine has painted ghost black. The trim is red pink. Catherine has worked so hard. The driveway is full of cars and inside people are eating dinner. They are admiring Catherine's trees. They have not waited for him and that's fine. His neighbors. He loves his neighbors. He is going to love them as soon as he meets them. His wife is going to have a baby any day now. His daughter will stop walking in her sleep. His son is not haunted. The moon shines down and paints the world a color he has never seen before. Oh, Catherine, wait till you see this. signing lawn, signing rabbits, signing birds. The rabbits are out on the lawn. They have been waiting for him all this time. They have been waiting. Here is his web, his very own web. Who needs a wife? He sits on his wagon, legs crossed, against the warm, silky shining trunks, one hand holding onto the rabbit's fur, the knotted string around its neck. He has something in his other hand, and when he looks, he sees it's a spear. All around him, the others are sitting on their rabbits, waiting patiently, quietly. They have been waiting for a long time, but the waiting is almost over in a little while. The dinner party will be over and the ball will begin. Thank you very much for listening.